Action game side-scrolling is one of the great games for a player who loves to play a simple hack-and-slash RPG, because we don't need to focus on the storyline and have a dungeon-based game. The other reason is we only need to walk forward and backward in side-scrolling RPG games. Please help this video to get 100 likes. Thanks! Top 12 Best Side-Scrolling Games RPG for Android and iOS. Hack-and-slash game action combat. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Rules of Battle. Rules of Battle Action RPG. This is a new action RPG with side-scrolling combat game base, but when you are at the city, you can move your movement pad into 360 degree. Seeing many online players is possible because it has a multiplayer mode as well. While continuing the quest, you can do an auto-tracking. Go out of the city to enter the dungeon. The gameplay of Rules of Battle is a side-scrolling hack-and-slash game. We must clear the wave and then go to the next wave until you face the boss monster. The boss monster will have a barrier that needs to be broken first to deal with a true damage. This action RPG has a super fast combat. It doesn't have any combo, but we can keep launching the skill when it's ready. At the beginning, we can pick 3 different characters between Sword Warrior, Magician, and Gunner. Each of the characters can do a promotion and become the stronger character. Best action side-scrolling game with satisfying gameplay of RPG for Android and iOS. Space Hunter 3. Space Hunter 3, such an incredible action RPG on mobile, but after waiting for this game for 1 year, we still don't get any global yet, even though the game has so many servers in a specific region because of the enthusiastic player is pretty much. The gameplay of Space Hunter 3 is, we can come into battle with 4 characters on our side. Most of the characters can be obtained through gacha. We can adjust the team depending on the combination you like the most, because in combat, we can call a support skill and make a powerful area of effect skill. When you come into battle, make sure you focus on the trigger skill and click the button on the right timing to unleash a special skill. Anyway, even this game is side-scrolling, but you will get the MMORPG vibes when you are at the city or lobby. Best side-scrolling action RPG hack-and-slash game for Android iOS. Prometheus. Prometheus. This game is actually upcoming side-scrolling games on mobile. We don't have enough news about this game because this RPG never makes beta testing yet, but it's okay because the gameplay trailer is very clear. They show us the actual footage gameplay of the game. Even though it's not in the final result, but the quality visual is very impressive to me. Prometheus is a side-scrolling action RPG game. The game has a fully female genre with cute chibi character design. From the short trailer, we can clearly see how the skill of each character has a flashy color. It depends on the element skill the character has, like fire, ice, dark, and light. But also we cannot change the weapon after all, because every character will have their own main weapon. This game is available to pre-register on Bilibili right now. Best action RPG game for Android iOS. Black Moon. Black Moon. Wow, this game is a very solid game with super nice character design, especially it has a male character. This new side-scrolling game allows the player to promote his character job into a powerful character. Each character allows to do it when he reaches a certain level. The combat mechanism of Black Moon is that we will have a super skill of another hero. Unleash your powerful skill by the gauge bar on the right side. When you launch the ultimate skill, then your sword will suddenly change and become a larva sword or fire sword. The power will boost significantly. This game has a semi-open world game only when we are at the village. Anyway, this side-scrolling RPG game has a ton of server, but the developer really pushed us to pick the newest one. The combat mechanism is pretty fast and can do an air combo to the enemy, as long as you have enough skill cooldown. Best action RPG side-scrolling gameplay Android iOS. The Outcast Mobile. The Outcast Mobile. After I did a comeback after 1 year to replaying this game, the game developer allows me to play it again because some of the game will erase or delete my character if I'm not active anymore. The Outcast Mobile has 4 character selections, which is you all will be familiar with those characters because it's an adaptation from anime. The gameplay mechanism are, we can call a support character to unleash her skill. Actually, the game has too many skill selections, it's about 8 skill, which is we can easily kill all enemies and launch a skill by a turn. All of the skill just need a cooldown time. It's pretty fast combat, even the boss enemy will be so difficult to anticipate his action. Luckily, we have a dodge button to prevent their attack. Best side-scrolling action RPG games for Android iOS. Breaking Gates. Breaking Gates. It's a side-scrolling action RPG game, and for me, this game is one of the most satisfying sword combat games with super small size and playable on low-end devices. The game has a great adventure background music vibes. It's full of green landscape ambience. When you are at a tavern, make sure to speak with all of the NPC. Sometimes you will get a free reward like HP potion, sword, and armor, and improve your equipment by using stone crystal that can be obtained through killing the monster. Learning a skill by asking the NPC will really help you in combat. There are so many sub-quests you can accept, like killing a certain amount of monster and reporting back to get the reward. Combat gameplay is pretty fast. We also can play the game with a gamepad. Best action RPG hack and slash side-scrolling games for Android iOS. Above Everything Awakening. Above Everything Awakening. This best side-scrolling action RPG pretty much has an Eastern style and seems like Journey to the West, which is Sun Gokong. The main character has the same stick weapon that with the size can be changed when we launch a skill. Then it will become bigger. This action RPG game has a slow motion combat system when you are avoiding the enemy attack at the right timing. Keep hitting the enemy to recharge your ultimate skill to summon a god power and wipe out the enemy in a single strike. At the end, we will face a huge boss monster. He needs more time to cast his spell, so make sure you're dodging it at the right moment. Best action RPG side-scrolling games for Android and iOS. Sword Dance. Sword Dance. If your pawn has a mid-spec pawn, it doesn't matter because you can play this game with the highest graphic game setting. Actually, for a side-scrolling action RPG, this game has such a rich feature. We can upgrade and craft the equipment such as weapon, armor, boots, and accessories. The gameplay needs a high concentration to play because you will face a bunch of zombies. Some of them will do a random movement, which is dodging is the only way to survive. Each time you finish the wave, then you can pick a random selection of abilities. At the end, we will face the aggressive boss monster. Keep hitting them and try to get a true damage and unleash the ultimate power. We will play as a female characters with a Japanese school uniform and using a katana sword. Breeze Girl ARPG. Breeze Girl ARPG. Seriously, a cute chibi action game. Look at how small the character design. Even the skill effects are bigger than her size actually. The game allows the player to get the higher score by doing a combo grade based on the hit, making sure you keep a distance to not be attacked by the enemy, so you can keep your score higher. Also, there is another way to collecting coins through the path. The gameplay of Breeze Girl ARPG is a side-scrolling game hack and slash. The one thing that makes me surprised is the cooldown times for the ultimate skill is way too long. It's about 120 seconds to re-unleash the skill. In fact, the damage deal is super heavy with a cool flashy skill. This game only got his first beta testing, but overall, I really love to see how the game progress without any laggy. Best action RPG side-scrolling games for Android iOS. Arcane Soul. Arcane Soul, the best hidden RPG side-scrolling game that can be played offline. This game is a legend actually, and can run the game in an older phone version and the newest phone version. The game has the lower game size RPG on mobile, which is 36 MB. We can pick two main characters, Warrior or Magic Sword, but there is one character that can be unlocked for free when you reach a certain stage and chapter. The gameplay is very simple. Sometimes you will get a bot to support your quest. Keep recharging your gauge to cast your burst power. The burst power will reduce your cooldown skill and higher your strength in a limited period. Double tap the forward button to run and explore the mini world faster. Best action RPG side-scrolling games for Android iOS. Bladed Fury. Bladed Fury. You don't need an internet connection to play it. It has such a beauty of combat battle. Making a different combo is possible to do by combining a different movement path and button, like jumping and doing a hitting, then press down to unleash a rolling sword combo. The game is pretty solid and fast, especially in battle. We are also able to block the enemy skill. At the beginning, we can pick a different difficulty, which are easy and normal. Even when you play in easy mode, the boss movement is really aggressive, especially when his HP is getting lower, then his strength and skill will increase in a period of time. But overall, everything seems really promising with a Chinese theme visual. Final Gear. Final Gear. This is the best action Gundam game like on Android iOS, especially in side-scrolling gameplay. We can get a new pilot and new robot. Changing a cool armor will make your appearance different. This game does not pay to win. We can get so many tickets by the developer even if the common robot can finish the stage easily. I really love the voiceover on each female characters. It is pretty cute to listen to her voice. The gameplay of Final Gear is very insane. We will fight together with 4 robots as our team, switching them to make a different strategy. Some of the robots are playable in close combat and the rest is long-range combat. Release your special power and aim into the target you wanted. The best side-scrolling RPG game on Android iOS.